Hey, why is starting a video always so hard? Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to take your Zoom video calls from looking like something like this, average webcam, to something like this. Much better, right? So, considering the current season that we live in, video conferencing and Zoom calls have become a way of life. And as a photographer, if you're anything like me, you're pretty pedantic about the kind of imagery you put out there, even for something as simple as a video call. Fortunately, a lot of camera manufacturers have understood this and released software that allows us to use a DSLR camera as a high-end webcam. This is amazing because now you have access to things like depth of field and just better light capturing in general. So, since I'm a Canon user, I'm going to show you how I use this using one of my cameras. Now, the software is in beta, so that does mean there's a lot of limitations and compatibility issues that go with it, which hopefully they'll sort out in the future. But if you have one of these cameras, you're most likely already set to go. I'm going to show you how I do this with the Canon 6D Mark II. Let's hop onto the computer. So here we are on my desktop. I'm simply going to head to a browser and Google Canon EOS webcam utility. That's the one. And you go to Canon's website. And of course, depending on your camera manufacturer, you just got to head over to their website and have a look if they've got something similar. I'm sure there's quite a few that have already been released. So here we are. We're simply going to go down, choose the model camera that you have. In my case, it would be the 6D Mark II. And we're going to go down to the EOS webcam utility and select that and download. And once it's downloaded, we're simply going to run the package and install it. It will ask you to restart your Mac, so you just have to do that.
1 hour later.
Cool, now I'm back in. So next what you've got to do is use the USB cable to plug into your camera, which goes in on the side over here. And the other end has just got to go into your laptop. So, as I mentioned, there's a bunch of limitations that come with this. Unfortunately, it doesn't yet work with the native Zoom application, so this one over here. Perhaps with some cameras it does, but with mine it unfortunately doesn't. There is a workaround though, which means you can use a browser version of Zoom instead. So I'm going to head to Zoom using Chrome and begin to host a meeting. Now when it does this, I don't want it to open the Zoom app, so instead I'll say cancel and launch meeting within the browser. And then there we go, join from browser. Alright, so I am in, and wow, that is an old profile picture, I need to update that. But yeah, so gonna start video, and it should start my webcam. And there we are, just using my normal built-in webcam. So now if we're gonna go down to the video settings and click this little arrow, you'll now see that EOS webcam utility is an option. So we're gonna select that one. Now this sometimes does take a minute or so to switch over. At other times, you've just got to actually move around with the settings, maybe change it to full screen or even check the participants. Sometimes it just helps speeds up the loading. I'm not sure why. Again, this is probably because it's still very new software. But eventually you'll see the switch over happen. And there we go. It's now using the camera as a webcam, which is just a little bit to the right of my laptop. And obviously all the participants in your meeting will be seeing this as your view. It just makes you stand out a little bit. And that's it. Super simple to take your Zoom video calls to the next level. Or you could just use a webcam because this is probably overkill, but who cares? Hope you have fun trying it out. If you have any questions, you could probably Google it. I'm just kidding, you can ask me, but if I don't know, I'm gonna Google it anyway. Cheers.